Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Tel Cockerel Week 9 prediction show this week. On today, Friday, October the 25th, games start tonight, people. Games start tonight and spread over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then we'll have a results show next week. Not sure whether I'm doing it Monday or Tuesday. I've just logged off work. I'm not back to work till next Thursday. Bit of family time for me for the next few days. So, without further ado, that's the pleasantries out the way. No, not nearly out the way. What I want to say is, I hope that each and every one of you are well this Friday afternoon, and I hope, or this Friday evening, or this Friday morning, depending where you are. It could even be Saturday morning for some people, if they so can't sleep and they're down under. So, and I also wish, yeah, each and one of you that is well and healthy. Now, let's say hello to a few people. Today we will have two bonus prediction matches. I had three originally, and I've knocked one off, and I've gone down to two. The one game I did have, and I'll let you all in a little secret. The third game I had was Bochum versus Bayern Munich, and I just figured that everybody would have gone for the away victory. So everybody, it's the whole idea of bonus, isn't it? Really, everyone would have got a point at least. It's just who was going to predict the correct score. But I've dropped the Bochum Bayern Munich game, um, and I've got two games for this weekend. So let's say hello to people. So at the moment, we've got Mr. Schroker saying good afternoon, Jose at all. And he also says it's crystal ball time is upon us. That's it. Today is crystal ball time. Big John says afternoon all marching on together. Afternoon, Big John. I hope you're well, sir. Lee Wiz is here, says afternoon, Jose and all. Good afternoon, Lee. I hope you are well. David Clark says hello. Hope everyone in the chat is well. Good afternoon, DC from Leicester. I hope you're well, sir. Carl Simpson is here. Big up, Jose. Everyone in the chat. Small down to you, Carl. Small down to you. Johnny Bethnal Green is saying hello to Adrian in the chat, and then further on says, hi, hello, Jose, my China. Me China. I think you meant to say. Drew Lala's here. She says, afternoon, Jose, and the Cockerel crew. We have Paul G. Paul G says, afternoon, all. It's that time again. It certainly is. And then you have Destiny 5. There you go, Destiny 5. You have Dazza is here saying, hi, Jose, and all. Come on, you Spurs. Good afternoon, Daz. I hope you're well. Ronnie's here. Says, afternoon, Jose, and all. Good afternoon to you, Ronnie, sir. I hope you're well. Finn is here saying, big up, Jose. Small down to you, Finn. Small down to you. Kuva, big up all. Small down all. Small down all. It says to consider hitting the like button, Jose. But to be honest, it will help if your show a bit of cleavage, mate. Graham is here. Good afternoon, Graham. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. Colin Blackshaw is here. Says good afternoon, Jose. Good afternoon, Colin. Yay, Side Dancer. Side Dancer here. Says hi, everyone. I finally caught one. Good afternoon to you, Side Dancer. And then I also have Gus Parker. Gus Parker says greetings to all. Greetings, Gus. I hope you're well. I hope you are steady with your predictions for this weekend, and that you are not going to be flip-flopping and sending me messages all throughout the weekend. Can I change my score? Can I change my score? Sometimes it's best to go with your gut feeling, Gus. So go with what you originally thought, and you won't be far wrong. I think you would have been a few points better off last week had you gone for your original thoughts. Bill's here. Hi, Bill. Hello, mate. I hope you're well. Are you meant to be coming down soon? Because if you're coming down today, Bill, it's absolutely miserable down here. It's pissing down with rain, and I've got to go and play football in. I'm hoping it stops before I play football tonight. But I hope you're well, Bill. Chris Peters is here. Says afternoon, Jose, and all in the chat. Good afternoon to you, Chris Peters. I hope you're ready. Finn says I'm ready for another round of predictions. I am too, Finn. I am too. Although I had to do my predictions earlier just in order to make the show run quicker, so it wouldn't have to make me think non-stop. Gus is saying no flip-flops, Defo. Fair enough. Fair enough. So with that, like I said, we're going to have two bonus prediction games. I see how we all are by the end of the predictions, but if you know, Bochum Bayern Munich was my 13th prediction, but at the moment I've left that one out. But in saying that, we've got 10 league Premier League predictions to do, and then 2 bonuses. So, without further ado, let me just start grabbing some of the people that I can see in the chat and start dragging them across. So, Carl Simpson, David Clark, Johnny Bethnal Green, Chris Peters, Kuva are all here. So, with that, I'm going to take them all into the predictions. Ratdos is here. Alan, good afternoon, Alan. So let me add Alan to the list. So Alan, Spurs, GCTV, Paul G, Adrian, Gus Parker are all here. Yep. So I can add all them 5 back into the mix. Who else we got? Let me see. Who else we got? Right. Finn is here. Ronnie's here. Tot Spurs is here. I can add them into the mix. Let me add them into the mix. It makes it easier for me. Then I have Big John is here. I haven't seen Ryan G yet. I haven't seen Rob Belchy say hello yet. But Drula's here. Right, so I've got Drula here. So I can add Drula to the list. Peter Kagayas is here. Good morning, Peter. Hope you are well, sir. I hope you are well. Now, I've got to add. Right, Potato Stew DJ Samuel. No, I haven't seen none of them two. Ed M. I don't think I've seen Ed M say anything yet. Lee Wiz I've seen. So I can add Lee Wiz to the list. Let me see who else I've seen after Lee Wiz. Nigel Purecore's Lisa Wright. Colin Blackshaw I've seen. Seen Colin Blackshaw. Who else have I seen? I know I'll get to, these are the people that played last week. Vindaloo Paolo, Dan Coys I haven't seen. Anthony Herbert. Destiny 5 is here. So I can add Destiny. There we go. Destiny's in. Dan Coys, Anthony Herbert, James Oswald, Jordan Hyman, In the Hype, Grant Packham, Lord Rodney, Roundtable Talk, Leo, Hanno, Nita, Queen Ellie, Matty Kushner. The Spurs Dennis, Bobby K is here. I can add Bobby K. Mr. K, Bobby. David Shear, Sojificar, Quezali, Ian Meth, Neil, Ben, Phil Coys, Angus, Adrian Chia, Sava Howard House, Dave Williams, Julie Collin, AJ, Marcus Gomez, Matthew to Side Dancer is here. Ryan G is now here. So I can add Side Dancer and Ryan G to this list. Ryan G to the list. There we go, Ryan. I think I need to paste that one, don't I? I think that could well be everybody that I've seen so far. Let me see. Have we got any further down here? No, I don't think we have. So some of the newer players that played last week are not here at the moment. Let me just cut and paste these ones. Cut and paste these ones here. So Rob Belcher, I haven't seen as yet. Mikey Romero, haven't seen as yet. So cut these out. Paste, copy that one into there. Oops. Cut one there. Go into there. Ah, Mr. Belcher is here. Right, so I've got Mr. Belcher. So let me cut and paste Mr. Belcher, because he's here. Drew Lala, the membership to you was gifted yesterday by Bob Down Under. I've just seen your comment come through. It was Bob Down Under who gifted you yesterday. Bob Down Under was gifted by Peter last week, came into the show yesterday, thanked, wanted to know who it was, let him know that it was Peter, and then immediately proceeded to buy a membership, and that went to you. Daniel Coyce says, big up, small down to you, Daniel. I'm not stopping for long. Tell me the bonus games and I'll write them down and put them in the comments if I'm not about before the end of the show, mate. I might have to message you if you don't catch it at the end of the show, because I'm not giving away what the 2 bonus games are until we get there, because otherwise people could just do that and then I'll have no one in the show. Right, so with that, I've just seen, have I seen it? Yeah, I have seen it. Right, Peter Kagaius has gifted 5 memberships out. Thank you very much, Peter. This is very kind of you. And they have gone to Pranav Adanki, Mark, Mr. G, Mark CFC, Naomi Edge, and Bill Bez. So that's another one of the Leeds crew for definite that's been gifted. I can see someone from The Perfect Match has been gifted as well. So thank you very much. It's very kind of you, sir. Very, very kind of you. So for the people that are in the game today, the first match that we're going to look at is tonight's game, Leicester versus Nottingham Forest, please. Leicester versus Nottingham Forest, please. Tot Spurs is the first one in. So Tot Spurs was first one in. And Tot Spurs is going 2-1. After that, we have Drew Lala is going for the Daigle. Gus Parker, 1-1. There you go, Gus, being decisive. Going for a 1-1 draw. Big John says it's 1-2. Alan says 1-2. David Clark says 2-1. David Clark, who sits second, a point behind our leader. Chris Peters, I think, who sits third, a point behind our leader, if I remember correctly, is also going 2-1. Finn is going for 1-1. The Wiz is going in at 2-2. Who we got after the Wiz? The Wiz, we've got Kuva going in at 2-2. And then after Kuva, we have Mr. Belcher going in at 1-2. And then we have Cy Dancer also at 1-2. Nice to have you back, Cy. Then we have Spurs GCTV. Graham's going for 1-1. 1-1 for Graham. And our leader is going in at 2-1. So basically, if our leader, Chris, and David Clark all get this correct, there'll still be a point between the 3 of them. Nita is here and she's going for a 2-2 draw. Good evening, Nita. I hope you're rested after your getting back late from the game last night. And I hope you enjoyed the game, firstly. And I hope that you are well, but I hope that you are rested as well. So Nita's going in for a 2-2 draw. So we have Nita. Carl Simpson's going in at 1-2. Carl Simpson, 1-2. Then we have Destiny at 2-0. And then we have Johnny Bethnal Green, El Vasco, going for 2-3. Bobby K, 2-1. Ronnie 1-2 for Ronnie. Ronnie's coming in at 1-2. Ryan G, 1-2. Yeah, Nita, after the show. That's fine. It's not a problem at all. It's fine. Paul G is here. Paul G. Yeah, Paul G was here because I put him down. So it's 1-1 for Paul G. I've got Paul G. Destiny 5 says, I didn't know Leicester was at home. Can I please change it to 2-2? And so it begins. So Destiny, Gus Parker was my nemesis last weekend. It's already Destiny. Destiny's gone from 2-0 to 2-2. Normally your gut feeling is correct. Hello, Mr. Shear. Mr. Shear is here. Mr. Shear, we are on the first game, Leicester versus Nottingham Forest. And Colin Blackshaw, I don't seem to have a score for you unless I've bypassed your name. So let me see if I have, because if I have, then it's my fault. Up and down we go, up and down we go. There you go, Collins 1-3. And Mr. Shear appears and says 1-2 for Mr. Shear. Let me just pull your name up, David. Let me pull your name up because you are in the game. Right, so in the game, David has gone for 1-2. Right. And then people saying hello to each other. Daniel Coys is going into 1-2. Did I? Daniel Coys already up there? Did I think I? Tin. Daniel Coys 1-2. Daniel Coys. Daniel Coys 1-2. Right, got you, Dan. Right. Yeah, no worries at all, Bobby. Peter, all received, mate. I know exactly. I've got yours. It's not a problem. Right. So, with that being said, I think I've got everyone. There's nobody else, and there's nobody I'm missing at the moment for this. Or am I missing someone? Who's coming? Okay. Yeah, Bobby, no worries. Take care, mate. I hope everything goes well with the physio. Right. In saying that, we are on to the second game. And the second game of the weekend is tomorrow. There's no early kickoffs tomorrow in the Premiership. So the first game tomorrow in the Premiership, 3:00 kickoff. There's 4 3:00 kickoffs and 1 5:30. The first 3:00 kickoff tomorrow is Aston Villa versus Bournemouth. God, some people have jumped the gun before I even got there. Sure. Well, you got homes to go to or something, people. God, not even time to breathe today. Oh, does anyone? No one's interested in my score, so I'm not going to give it because no one's interested in it. People have just jumped straight into the next score. Oh well. 3-1 for Kuva, 2-1 for Dazza. Lee's also on a 2-1. I'm not allowed to breathe. Lee's on a 2-1. Alan's on a 3-1. Here we go. Alan's on a 3-1. Chris Peters on a 2-1. Graham's on a 2-1. Chris Peters is on a 2-1. And Graham is on a 2-1. And then after that, we have Johnny Bethnal Green on a 2-1. God, it's 2-1 for Malarkey's a bit popular. Hadrian's on a 2-1. God, there's no splitting these people, is there? They're all going to the same scores. Got to be different. Got to be different in order to get ahead of the ones above you. unless they're all right, that is, of course. Big John is different. He's going for 3-1. So he's not the 2-1 merchant that we've had so far from these people. Gus Parker. Got 2 draws on the spin for Gus. 2 draw. Colin Blackshaw. 3-0. Mr. Colin Blackshaw. It's going for 3-0. Mr. Blackshaw's here. 3-0 for Mr. Blackshaw. And then we have Finn at 2-all. Finn, another person, has got exactly the same scores as Gus. David Shear, 3-1. David Shear, 3-1. And then we have Destiny at 2-1. Side Dancer's broken the mould at 4-0. Finn got the Daigle already. Carl Simpson 3-1. Rob Belcher 2-1. And Carl's on a 3-1. We have David Clark on a 3-1. So David Clark's broken the mould away from Adrian and Chris Peters. Gone slightly different. Will that pay off? Ryan G's gone for 3-1. What's my score for the first match, Destiny? Well, people started putting their scores in for the second game, so it's as if people didn't want me to give my score. So what I'll have to do is I will predict my score for this game and for the first game once I finish getting everyone's predictions for this second game. Don't jump the gun. Take a breath. David Shear says, come on, Jose, don't go on Diva on us, I'll leave that to Adrian. Right, Ronnie's 2-0. Paul G is 2-0. 2-0 each. 2-0. And Paul G is 2-0. And then we have Kuva. What's Kuva saying? Why isn't it showing the message? Why isn't it showing what Kuva said? There we go. I put my score in a second. You said right on to the next. Keep up or suffer our wrath. I'm suffering the wrath. I'm suffering the wrath. Drew Latter's come in as 2-1. Drew Latter's come in at 2-1. Right, so I'm missing. Am I missing anyone? At the moment, I am missing. So Dan Coy's, Nita, and Bobby, but I've got a feeling that all 3 have gone. Inner Hype's here. Let me get you in Inner Hype. Let me get you insert. So Inner Hype's here. And Inner Hype, just not to confuse things, has got his 2 scores in straight away, which means Inner Hype's caught up. So he's going for a 2-all and a 1-0. Right, so Jose for the first game has gone for Leicester 2, Nottingham Forest 1. And in the second game, Jose's gone for Aston Villa 3, Bournemouth 1. I'm missing Quez Ali. What do you mean I'm missing Quez? Quez is not here, is he? I've got Ratdos Madness' score. I've got everything that Ratdos has sent, but I didn't realise Quez was here. I've not seen Quez appear at all. David, oh, is that gone? Yeah, you're missing Ratdos Madness and Quez Ali. No, I've got Alan's. I've not seen Quez here though, but I've got Alan's. I've got Alan's score for definite. I've just not seen Quez. Quez last week didn't make the show. Quez last week ended up doing his on after the show. So yeah, I'm not missing anyone. I've got everyone that I need to have at the moment. What I will say is that there was a hell of a lot more players playing last week, but I did pick up a load in the, I think we ended up with like 57 comments, me and responding to people that left them after the show. So there's quite a few people that left them after the show last week, but with that being said, the next game that we need to move on to, the next 3 o'clock game is, I need to find it. Where is it? It's Brentford versus Ipswich. Brentford versus Ipswich. What say you guys? All right, Kuba's first in. Kuba's coming in at 3-1. Cuba. Let me find Cuba. Cuba. Quiero bailar la salsa. Cuba. Quiero bailar la salsa. 2-0 for Graham. Oh, I'm missing people. Yeah, I am. Rob Belcher 2-0. Chris Peters 3-1. Rob Belcher 2-0. Right. Johnny Vasco 2-1. El Vasco has gone 2-1. After El Vasco, we have Big Bad John. Game at 2-1. 2-1 for Big Bad John. Colin Blackshaw 2-0. Gus Parker 2-0. Colin Blackshaw 2-0. Gus Parker 2-0. Finn 3-1. Drula 3-2. Alan 2-0. Alan 2-0 for Alan. And then we have 3-0 for Daz. And then we got 2-1 for Ryan. 2-1 for Ryan. And we have 1-2 for Side Dancer. Side Dancer 1-2. And then we have 3-2 for Carl Simpson. God, some goals going in here. Some goals for fun. 3-2. Sorry, Drula's going for 3-1 now. Okay. Today I am being tested. 3-1 for Drula. Change of score. David Clark 3-0. David Shear 2-1. Unassuming David coming in quietly with his 2-1. In a hype is coming in with 1-1. Paul G 2-0. Paul G 2-0. Adrian 2-2. Ronnie 3-1. So I'm missing Lee Wiz and Destiny. That doesn't mean you haven't done them. It just means I might not have seen them. Yeah, Destiny and Lee Wiz. Let me go back and look. Lee Wiz is 2-0. Like I said to you, it may be me that's just missed them, and I'll just backtrack and get them to 2-0 to Lee and Destiny 5. I will find you, Destiny. Destiny 5. If Destiny, if you put something in, I will certainly find it. So Cuba was first man in. Cuba, quiero bailar la salsa. Cuba. Not change of score. Fat fingers, press 2 instead. I hope it doesn't turn out to be 3-2. Lol. And in a hype saying good day to everyone. Good day in a hype. I hope you're well, sir. Right. So no, Destiny 5 doesn't have a score in there. So Destiny 5. Destiny 5. You don't have a score in there. So I don't know where Destiny's score's gone. I need to find it. Where's Destiny's score gone? Still don't know if Destiny's got a score in there, has he? Vindaloo, la la. Vindaloo, first game just for you because you're just here now and we're not too many. You're only a couple of games in. Right, Leicester versus Nottingham Forest, Vindaloo. for Vindaloo only. Vindaloo, la la. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. La, 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 la. 1-1 for Vindaloo. Vindaloo, la la la. 1-1 for Vindaloo. Next game, Vindaloo, is there on screen for you, mate. I'm wondering how many people are going to be showing Vindaloo the love when we come to one of the last games of the weekend. 2-1 for Vindaloo. Vindaloo. And the one that we were on, Vindaloo, before you lovely joined us, was Brentford versus Ipswich, sir. Brentford, Ipswich for you, Vindaloo. And then we're up to date. Vindaloo, stop talking to Johnny Bethnal Green. 1-2 for Vindaloo. Vindaloo. And we all love Vindaloo. It's a vanilla latte, Paul. Vanilla latte. Right. With that being said, you stingy gits, hit that like button, stingy gits. Hit that like button, stingy gits. Right. The last of the 3 o'clock game, no, it's not. The penultimate 3 o'clock game tomorrow is Brighton versus Wolves. Brighton versus Wolves, people. What say the crowd on Brighton versus Wolves? Totspurs is in there. Oh, sorry. My score is I've gone for Brentford 3, Ipswich 1 is what I went for. Sorry, Alan. Sorry, Alan. It's 3-1 I went for in that game. Sorry, Alan. Vindaloo kind of threw me because he got here late. 2-0, 2-0, 3-1 for Dan Coys. Nice and simple. 2-0, 2-0. And Dan's up to date. Look at that, Dan. You can multitask, son. Whoever tells you you can't, you know what I mean? You can multitask, son. Whoever tells you can't, they're telling us fibbers. I haven't seen Destiny 5 come back, so Destiny 5's on pause at the moment. So for this game, start off with Dazza. Dazza's gone 3-1. Cuba. Quiero bailar la salsa. It's going for 2-1. 2-1. And then we have Rob Belcher at 1-2. Rob Belcher 1-2. Why isn't it accepting Rob's score? There we go. He is now. 1-2 for Rob. 1-1 for Graham. Graham 1-0. Graham 1-0. Big Bad John 1-2. Drew Lala 1-2. God, there's a lot of people going for these 1-2s, 1-2, 1-2. Vindaloo is on the 1-2 train as well. Colin Blackshaw breaking the mould, man. 4-0. 4-0. Chris Peters 2-1. Chris P. Where's Chris P? Chris P 2-1. Got you, Chris. Thank you very much, sir. Carl Simpson's 1-2. Ooh. Ryan, you have support. You have support in Carl. You have support in Vindaloo. You have support. I didn't realise it's the Brighton Wolves game because I'm just plugging scores in. I just noticed you've got some people helping you out, and even I know Peter Kay as doing it as well. Peter Kay's gone for a Wolves win, and Peter Kay just wants you to do well. He doesn't want you to lose, but he's given up hope because he keeps going for Wolves to win, and Wolves never seem to do it for him. I know they're not doing it for you either, mate, but I'm just talking about your allied support with Peter Kay. Peter Kay, they're not helping Peter Kay out, are they? Rakdos 2-1. Alan 2-1. And then we have David Shearer at 1-1. David Shearer at 1-1. David Clark 3-2 and Lee Wiz 3-1. I mean, I'm not sure what happens tomorrow, Ryan, but are they going to stick by the manager? Hanno, when did you predict earlier? I've not seen your predictions earlier, Hanno. Where are they? Because I've not seen them on this stream. Ah, Hanno always does this to me. Hanno, you drive me mad. I'll put this prediction in. I haven't seen the others unless you can tell me where they are. I have not seen any for you, mate. Can everyone stop copying Vindaloo is what he's saying. Finn is going for 1-2 as well. Finn is also on the 1-2 train. You're getting a bit of love here, Mr. Brian G. Big chat still love ya. Cooper says, notice how Jose moves the game on before giving his score again. I'm sure he'll blame us again. The man is off his tits on vanilla latte. Vanilla latte! Ronnie, 2-0. 2-0 for Ronnie. And then we have Side Dancer coming in at 4-2. Now we've got some big scores coming in. Got Side Dancer on the 4-2. Then we've got Inner Hype on the 3-2. Inner Hype, Side Dancer, think there will be goals. Any jokes or shall I chill? You do what you like, son. Ryan G is coming in with a 1-1. Is that positive, Ryan? I don't know. Only you will know that's positive. 1-1 for Ryan. Destiny 5. Destiny 5. Is that 2-0 and 3-1 then, Destiny? I believe it is. I believe I've got that the right way around. 2-0 and 3-1. I think I've got that right in saying that. Finn has a point. Oh, we got big up host. Ange Ball, start from now. Nice to see you, mate. Been missing a few weeks, but nice to have you back. Let me get Mr. Ange Ball in. Here we go. Ange Ball. I found Ange Ball. Let's put Ange Ball in. Ange Ball. And Ange Ball is gone for 2-1 to Brentford. Is that the game I'm looking at? No, it's Brighton. So 2-1 to the previous game. And that's Ange Ball giving me 2. Oh, no. Sorry, I should have taken comment off. Right, what I'm going to do, people, I don't know where Hanno's put his previous scores because I can't see anything from Hanno. Oh, here we go. Sorry, Hanno is there. It's 1-1. Hanno's gone for 1-1, 2-1, and 2-0. And 2-0. Right, so for the people for this game that were on Brighton versus Wolves, the ones that I'm missing is Paul G and Adrian at the moment. That doesn't mean I haven't put them in. Paul G's there at 1-1. I have Paul G at 1-1. One Paul G at 1-1. And I've got Adrian at 2-1. Right, so it's just Ange Ball, just to bring you up to date, because I've seen you put in the 2-1 for Brentford, but we're currently on Brighton versus Wolves. 3-1. Thank you very much, Ange Ball. 3-1 it is. And then for Ange Ball, the first 2 games were that you're missing are Leicester versus Nottingham Forest, please, Ange Ball. La la la. Leicester Nottingham Forest, please, Ange Ball. 2-1 to Forest. So that's 1-2, Ange Ball, yeah? 1-2. And then Villa versus Bournemouth. So Ange Ball's going for 1-2 in the first game. And then Villa versus Bournemouth. The home team is Villa, so the first score goes to Villa. And the away team is Bournemouth. Second score goes to Bournemouth, please. Because I will just put in the score that I see, and I won't read the teams' names because obviously it goes in order. 4-2. So 4-2. So that's the score. It's 4-2. Right. Right. Am I missing anyone here at the moment? Grant. Come on, Grant. You're late again. Grant. Give me Villa Bournemouth, Grant. God, why is he always late, Grant? Grant Packham. Where's Grant? You're lucky we're not that far in, Mr. Packham. Right. Right, Grant Packham got you. 2-0. 2-0 to Aston Villa. I don't care what you've been doing, mate. I don't want to hear your life story. Leicester versus Nottingham Forest, Grant. I haven't got to it at random because we're still trying to finish off these scores. Leicester, Nottingham Forest, Grant. You're the one that's late. Mikey Romero is also late. Mikey Romero's going 1-0 to Villa. Mikey, this now I need Leicester Forest. And then I can do everyone at the same time. Uh, 2-1 for Grant and a Daigle for Mikey. Third game, Grant and for Mikey, Brentford versus Ipswich. Brentford versus Ipswich. And then if anyone else is playing, then please get in now. Otherwise, it's Brentford versus Ipswich. So 3-1 and 2-0. And then the game that we're currently on at the moment, is Brighton versus Wolves. Grant and Mikey Romero. Grant's going for 2-1. Mike is going 3-2. Right. Is that everyone? And if it is, then my score is right. That's everyone. My score is Brighton 3, Wolves 1. The last game, 3 o'clock kickoff tomorrow, is Manchester City, Southampton. Everyone's back in play. Angeball, can I change my Villa prediction to 3-1 to Villa? Yeah, you can. Angeball is going 3-1 rather than 4-2, yeah? Okay. And now we're on Man City, Southampton. I want to see what these scores come in at. Kuva says Oilchester City 4-1. 4-1 to Oilchester. Oh, we got Tot Spurs 4-0. Tot Spurs 4-0. Drula 4-1. Lee Wiz 4-0. Grant 3-2. Big John 4-0. Colin Blackshaw 5-0. Destiny 3-0. And then we've got Mikey Romero 3-1, Gus Parker 4-2, Alan 4-0. David Shear 4-1. Ed M's here. Ed M is here. David Shear 4-1. Ed M is here. Ed M. Let me add Ed M to the list. Ed M. Ed M has come in at. Ed M has come in and said 5-1. 5-1. Johnny Bethnal Green 4-0. Graham has come in at 4-0. And then we have Rob Belcher at 5-0. Finn, I did Finn, didn't I? Finn 4, no, I didn't. Finn 4-0. Okay, so Finn's 4-0. Vindaloo is 3-1. Side Dancer 7-0. Grant Packham 3-2. I've got Grants already, so why am I writing Grants again? David Clark 4-0. Ronnie 5-0. Ange Ball 4-1. No away victories. Yeah, I see. 5-0. Ange Ball 4-1. Carl Simpson 4-0. Ryan G 4-0. Chris Peters 3-1. Don't talk to him about the cricket, David. I've not seen the. I know they lost 3 wickets in the second innings, but next to nothing. But I've not even seen. You know, it's 3-1. I've not seen the highlights. I've recorded them. I'll watch them later on tonight. But New Zealand are going well against India, aren't they? Spurs diehards 3-0 for this game. 3-0 for Spurs diehards. Adrian. Paul G 3-0. And have we got anything more? I can't see. There's someone missing from here. Hanno, and Dan Coys. Unless I've missed the scores, Hanno and Dan Coys. Let me go back up because it could be me. Right, I can see Kuba, Hotspurs, Drew, Lee, Grant, John, Colin, Destiny, Mikey, Gus, Alan, David Shear, Ed M, Johnny, Bethnal Green, Graham, Rob, Finn, Vindaloo, Cy, Grant, David Clark, Ronnie, Ange Ball, Carl Simpson, Ryan G, Chris Peters, Spurs Diehards, Paul G, and Daniel Coys has just come in now, right at the end with a 5-0. Right. And Hanno is missing. Right, Ed M, I'm missing your first 4 scores. When I've finished the predictions for the Premiership, we'll roll back and do your 4, and then we'll do the 2 bonus ones together. The next game then, or the last game of Saturday, is Everton versus Fulham, please, people. Everton versus Fulham. Oh, sorry, Man City. I've gone for Man City 6, Southampton 0. I think that this weekend is the weekend that the Southampton manager, he doesn't want to change what they do, and I think that this weekend they could get absolutely trounced. They've already conceded 18 goals in 8 games, and that doesn't sound like many, but I just think that I said 6-0, Alan, is my score. I just think that yeah, this weekend is going to be I can't say I bridge too far. I just think that they're going to get trounced this weekend, and the manager might go. Southampton may pull the plug after this weekend. Is what my thoughts are. Big John 1-2. Hotspurs 1-1. Drula 2-1. Drula 2-1. Gus Parker 1-0. Ed M 1-0. Gus Parker 1-0. Ed M 1-0. Graham 1-0. Carl 2-1. Graham 1-0. Carl 2-1. Mikey 1-3. Mikey 1-3. Destiny 2-2. Destiny, there you go. Grant is on a Daigle as well. Grant for a Daigle as well. David Shear 1-3. Mr. Shear ain't missing about this weekend, is he? 1-3. David Clark 1-2. Alan 1-0. Ronnie 1-2. Alan 1-1. Ronnie 1-2. Lee Wiz 1-2. Lee Wiz. Lee Wiz 1-2. Vindaloo 2-1. Vindaloo 2-1. Colin Blackshaw 2-all. Colin Blackshaw 2-2. Rob Belcher 1 apiece. Rob Belcher 1 apiece. Rob Belcher 1 apiece. Adrian 1-1. Finn 0-0. Finn 0-0. And Adrian 1-all. Chris Peters 2-all. Paul G 2-1. Did it? Inner Hype 1-0. Inner Hype is going for a 1-0. Ange ball 2-2. Ryan G 2-1. And side dancer 1-2. Anthony, start with this one, mate. Because if you start with this one, I've got to roll back for Edem, so I can roll back for you both at the same time, which makes it so much easier for me. Scores I'm missing is, unless I haven't seen them, is Johnny Bethnal Green, Kuva, and Dan Coys. Johnny Bethnal Green, Kuva, Dan Coys. 3-2 for Kuva, so Kuva had it further up than what I called John at. Sorry, 3-2 for Kuva. So it's Johnny Bethnal Green and Dan Coys. Let me see if I can see Johnny Bethnal Green. 1-2. I got you, Johnny, at 1-2. So it's just Dan Coys. 1-2 for Johnny Bethnal Green. Anthony Herbert. Let me bring Anthony's name up. All right, it's Anthony Herbert. Give me a score for this one. Daniel went for 2-1 to Everton. Anthony Herbert's gone for 1-3. Anthony Herbert 1-3. And Dan Coy's 2-1. Right, and me, I've gone for Everton 2, Fulham 0. Everton 2, Fulham 0. Right, the next game of the weekend, Chelsea v Newcastle. Yeah, I've got everybody's, Paul. I've got everybody's. Just we're on to the next one. If I haven't got them, I will spell them out again. But yeah, I've got everybody's. Cooper's going into 2-0 straight away for this one. Drewler's 3-1. Big John 3-1. Big Bad John 3-1. There we go. Big Bad John 3-1. Mikey Romero Daigle at 2-all. Ed M 2-0. Cus Parker 3-1. Lee Wiz 3-1. God, there's a lot of 3-1s in this lot, isn't there? 3-1, 3-1. Anthony Herbert 2-all. Anthony 2-2. David Shear 2-1. Johnny Bethnal Green 2-1. David Shear 2-1. Johnny Bethnal Green, where are you? 2-1. There we go. Cool, I'm talking to myself. I don't know what happened there. It threw me out, but I'm still doing the scores. Daniel Coy's 2-1. Thanks for your concern. Daniel Coy's 2-1. Who was after Daniel Coy's? Rob Belcher 2-1. It's interesting because I think there were some other people that did shows yesterday, and they were all booted out of their shows as well. Colin Blackshaw 2-3. But as we say, the show must go on. Spurs GCTV Graham 2-0. Vindaloo's going for 2-all. Vindaloo 2-all. Carl Simpson 2-1. Carl Simpson's 2-1. Paul G 2-0. Inner Height 4-2. Ronnie 1-all. Grant 3-0. Ronnie 1-all. 3-0 for Grant. 4-2 for Finn. Got Finn at 4-2. Froze. Jose Yeesh froze. He's frozen. Jose's frozen. Let it go. What's brown and wet? Blah blah blah. Aliens took me. Game over. He's back. What's Spanish for? What's Spanish frozen and can't speak? Yeah, I know that one. I can't answer it, but I know it is. Side dancer 2-1. Right, so I'm missing Adrian at the moment. I can't see a score for Adrian. Chris Peters 2-1. Right, it says Adrian I'm missing, mate. Adrian, if you're around, unless I've missed your score, I'm missing Adrian and Angeball. Adrian and Angeball. Unless I've missed them, let me go back and have a look. Because I did log out for a bit. 2-0. Adrian and Angeball. Two one says Angeball I'm missing. So 2-1 for Adrian, and I'm missing Angeball. Angeball, are you around? 3-1 for Angeball. Thank you very much, Angeball. Got you. Right, the next game of the weekend is Crystal Palace versus Tottenham. What say you people? Oh, sorry, my score. My score is Chelsea 3, Newcastle 0. Chelsea 3, Newcastle 0 is my score. Cuba is first in with a 0-2. Big John is, oh, God, they're all jumping now. Big John's 1-3. Dazza is 1-2. Where are we? Edem 0-2. Rob Belcher 0-2. Edem is 0-2. Rob Belcher is 0-2. Chris Peters is 1-2. Chris Peters is 1-2. Chris Peters is 1-2. Lee Wiz is 1-3. Lee Wiz 1-3. And after Lee Wiz, we've got DC at 1-2. Drooler at 1-3. Johnny Bethnal Green 1-4 for the basketball. 1-3 for Alan. 2-0 for Finn. or 0-2, should I say, for Finn. Mikey 1-3, Vindaloo 1-3. Mikey and Vindaloo. One three again. That whiskey hasn't improved the jokes. Ryan G 1-2. Ryan G is 1-2. Carl Simpson's 1-3. Every time I back them, they lose 4-0. Spurs, Graham's 1-3. David Shear 1-2. Oops, David Shear's there, 1-2. And we have Colin Blackshaw at 2-2. Colin G Blackshaw 1-2. Anthony Herbert 0-2. Destiny 1-3. Daniel Coy 0-2. Ange Ball 0-2. Alan 1-3. Paul G 0-2. I've already got Alan's in there. Paul G 0-2. Inner Hype 0-5. Inner Hype 0-5. Spurs Die Hard. Adrian 0-3. Ronnie 0-3. Side Dancer 1-3. Gus Parker 4-0. Gus Parker, who's going to win 4-0? Do you get the Palace to win 4-0? Because that's the way it reads, 4-0. So Crystal Palace 4, Spurs 0. Side Dancer is going for 1-3. And Grant's going for 0-1. That's 0-1. Right. I have everybody's, I believe, for this one. Let me just make sure. 2, 3, 4. Right. So my prediction for this game is Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham 2 is what I predicted before I did it before the show started. The penultimate game of the Premiership is West Ham versus Manchester United. Can I have West Ham versus Manchester United, please, from you lovely people? And Kuba's first in. Chris Peters has gifted out 5 Tel Cockerel memberships. Chris, I think you might have saved your money on this occasion, mate, because unless people switch on their gifting, they're not going to receive gifts. And at the moment, the only person who's been gifted a membership is Chris Agenbar. And I've got a feeling that if not all 5 go out, then you get the 5 back. It's just people just don't remember to yeah, not many have allowed themselves to get memberships, because otherwise it would have done. I think, Chris, thank you for the gesture, but I think that you get your money back because it only went out to one person, so you will get your money back. But thank you for the gesture, mate. It's much appreciated. Right, first game for West Ham Man United is Kuba, and he's gone in at 1-2. Kuba has gone in at 1-2. Rob Belcher's gone in at 2-3. Ed M's gone in at 1-2. Drew Love's gone in at 2-1. Adrian has gone in at 2. Adrian's coming early with this one and gone for 2 apiece. 2-2 for Adrian. Lee Wiz is coming at 2. Lee Wiz at up days 2 apiece. Gus Parker 0-1. I've got a feeling that Gus might be contacting me over the weekend to say, can I change my score, please? I've just got a feeling. I don't want to tempt fate, but I just have this feeling. David Clark 1-2. Carl Simpson 1-2. You lot rate Man United, man. Car. Rakdos Allen's going for 2-1. Lopetegui needs a result, is what Finn says. Graham is going for 1-0. And then you've got Ange Ball at 1-2. Ange Ball at 1-2. Ronnie's 2-1. Paul G is also 2-1. Let's see if Paul G's up here. 2-1 for Paul G. Johnny Bethnal Green is 2-3. Big John 2-1. Dazza 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. Destiny 2-1. Mikey 2-0. David Shear 2-all. Chris Peters 1-all. Oh, where's Chris Peters? Chris Peters 1-all. David Shear 2-all. Mr. Shear 2-all. Colin Blackshaw 3-1. Grant Packham 1-1. Grant 1-1. Is that Vindaloo going 1-3? I believe so. Vindaloo's gone 1-3. Anthony has gone 0-1. There's a lot of love for Man United today. Whoa. Daniel Coy's 1-all. And Side Dancer's going in for 0-0. Inner Hype's going in 3-2. So I'm looking for Ryan G, Gus Parker at the moment, but I might get to them. Ryan G 2-2. Nick, it's down to you, mate, but I am going to re-roll some of these scores because some people did come in late. So it's your call. You can do your usual, or you can do them one by one because I'm going to re-roll them as well. So it's your call. Right, so the only person I'm missing at the moment from this round is, and I'm going to have to try and find him, is Gus Parker. And that doesn't mean he hasn't put it in. It just means that I might have missed it. Gus has gone 0-1. Right, so I've got Gus as well. So well, it's not. It's up. Right, Nick. It's easier for you to do what you want to do. If you want to do 2-1 across the board, I can do that. Or if you want to start from West Ham Man United, you can do that individually. And what I'll do is I'll re-roll backwards at the end because I've got to cover a couple of other people off as well. So it's your call. You tell me what you want to do. I'll let him answer me on that one. Right, so Grant's saying get my shin pads on. Does that mean that the teams have been selected and I'm not on the team sheet with you? That means I'm your opponent, am I? I've gone for West Ham 2, Manchester United 0. Right, Nick, am I taking that I'm doing 2-1 across the board for you? If that's the case, then I will put that in now. Roundtable talk. Yeah, across the board, okay. Get that done. Right, we're all in. Okay. Oh, David Clark 1-3. Where are we now? Okay, so I'm not even asked this question yet. Right, so David Clark's come in. Right, then the last game in the Premiership this weekend is Arsenal versus Liverpool. And at the moment, I've got a couple of scores coming already. So Arsenal versus Liverpool, please, people. David Clark has gone in with 1-3. David Clark is going in with a 1-3. Right, David Clark. Drula's gone in with a 1-3. Ooh. Cooper's gone in with a 1-1. Big John 2-2. Big John and Hotspurs, are you both like near enough mirroring each other? Near enough. Not you're not quite there, but you're not far from it. Lee Wiz. That's Colin. Lee Wiz has gone 1-2. Ed M's going 0-2. It did freeze again. You're right. I was on David Shear. Anthony Herbert's gone 1-1. Gus has gone 0-0. Side dancer 1-3. One three the side dancer. Desmond for Johnny Bethnal Green. And then we have Alan at 1-3. Alan at 1-3. Ryan 1-2. Mikey Romero 1-1. Mikey Romero 1-0. Ronnie 1-2. Ronnie 1-2. Chris Peters at 1-0. Chris Peters at 1-1. Got Chris. Ange Ball 1-2. Ange Ball 1-2. Colin Blackshaw 2-3. Inner Hype 2-3. 2-3. Inner Hype 2-3. Grant Packham 3-2. Gonna get up. Paul G 1-3. Don't worry about me. I'll be here. I'll be back. 1-3. 1-3 for Paul G. 1-0 for Adrian. And am I missing anyone? Yeah, but we got time to get there. Right, so at the moment I'm missing Dan Coys and Vindaloo. Dan Coys, Vindaloo. Let me see if I've missed them at all. Could well be me. No, David Clark, Drula, Dan Coys and Vindaloo. Dan Coys, Vindaloo, Dan Coys. Vindaloo's just coming with 3-1, so I hadn't missed it. Dan Coy's the only person missing. Dan Coy's. Okay, Dan might have to come back. Right, so I'm going to have to re-roll for a couple of people, and then I'll move on to the two bonus predictions. So, Edem and Anthony Herbert. Edem and Anthony Herbert. Leicester Forest for Edem and Anthony Herbert. Edem's gone for 1-1. Anthony, you still around? Is Anthony not around? If Anthony's around, then he's missed the score that I'm missing is from Anthony. Otherwise, I'll move on if you're not around, Anthony. Right. Edem, I'm going to have to continue with you because I don't know where Anthony is. Edem and Anthony. Edem and Anthony, Aston Villa, Bournemouth. Two one. Right, you're missing two more games. So Edem and Anthony Herbert again, Brentford Ipswich. 2-1. Right, and then the last one that you're missing, and I don't know what's happened to Anthony Herbert, but the last one you were missing was Brighton versus Wolves, please, Adam. And then what I'll do is I will move on to the bonus games. Edem 1-2. Right. So Anthony Herbert, I don't know where he's gone. Right. So people, this is your call now. I'm going to leave it to you. Do we do 2 bonus games and leave it at that? Or do you want 3? The third one I'd already given away at the start to show what it was going to be. But other than that, we can keep it at 2 if you want. Should we keep it at 2? Or do you want the third one? Mikey says 3. Chris Peters says 3. Everyone's saying 3. Right. So I'm going to have to put that result back in there. Okay. Right. So that means I'm going to have to add another one. Right. Create a banner. Right, okay, so fair enough. So we'll do all 3 then. Right, so the first bonus prediction for this week is tonight's game, Portsmouth versus Sheffield Wednesday. Portsmouth versus Sheffield Wednesday. What prediction do you guys say for Portsmouth versus Sheffield Wednesday? Wow, look at that. It's all flying through. Rob Bell just started this off. So Rob Belcher's first in with a 2-1. Rob Belcher is coming with a 2-1. Big John 1-3. David Shear 2-1. Drula 2-1. This is where you know who stayed with the show and who's left. Portsmouth 2-1 for Ryan as well. Gus Parker 1-0. Ed M is going 2-2. And Gus Parker's going 1-0. Gus Parker 1-0. Lee Wiz 1-3. Mikey 1-2. Colin Blackshaw 2-0. Colin Blackshaw. Let me find Colin Blackshaw. 2-0. Tot Spurs 1-2. Vindaloo 1-2. Side Dancer 3-0. Angeball 1-0. Angel 1-0. Carl Simpson 1-3. Johnny Bethnal Green 1-2. Kuva 1-1. Destiny Tour. Graham 0-1. And Adrian is going 1-2. These are the games that could score you or score your opponent's points. Alan's going 2-3. Ronnie is a 2-2. Ronnie. Ronnie's going in with 2-2. Chris Peters 2-1. Chris Peters 2-1. Grant 2-0. Grant 2-0. Potato Stew, you're here. Grant 2-0. Where have you been, Potato Stew? I've been waiting for you all stream. Are you going to be putting any predictions in, Potato Stew? If so, I'll have to put you in and hope that you will put some in. David Clark 1-1. Inner Hype 2-2. Inner Hype, it's gone for 2-2. Dan Coys has come in with 1-2. And then 2-0 Sheffield Wednesday. It's Portsmouth versus Sheffield Wednesday. Right, Dan, it's Portsmouth, Sheffield Wednesday. You've gone for Sheffield Wednesday 2, Plymouth 0. So does that mean I'm going for 0-2? I'm going to put 0-2 in for the time being. Potato Stew, I'm going to have to work. Can you start on this one, Potato Stew? And then I'll have to work back to you, work back for you later. Finn has already dropped out from the show. Paul G is 2-0. So people that were in the show, so I'm missing Finn and Anthony Herbert. So start, give me the score for this one, Potato Stew. Portsmouth, Sheffield Wednesday, mate. Because what I'll do is I'll quick fire them for you afterwards, but we'll carry on with the show now so we can get the majority of people's done. So 2-2, right. So the only person I'm missing is Anthony Herbert, if he's left, and Finn Rickwood. And I did say at the start that I was doing some extra predictions, but one person's left, and that's Finn. So I can't take his score. Right, the next game that I'm going to, so that's your bonus game for tonight. Remember what I said, that the Premier League is split over 3 days. Tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. So the bonus game for tonight is this one. The bonus game for tomorrow, some of you be happy to know, is Bristol City versus Leeds. Oh, sorry, and I've gone for Portsmouth 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1 in my score. So I've got you in as 0-2, Dan, already. Kuba's come in with 0-2 to Leeds. Carl Simpson is 1-3. These are going fast. David Shears 0-2. Angeball 02. Destiny 1-2. Vindaloo 2-2. Drula 0-2. Colin Blackshaw 1-3. So the first Leeds man has spoken at 1-3. John, Big John, second Leeds person, has spoken at 1-3. These people are closer to the Leeds than us, and they're both going 1-3. Take note, take heed, people. Lee Wiz is going 1-2. Inner Hype's going, sorry, Edem 1-3, Inner Hype 1-3, Ratdos 1-3. That's a 1-3 trial here, isn't there? And that was Ratdos as well at 1-3. And there was one other at 1-3. I've got Edem at 1-3. And Inner Hype at 1-3. God, today we've rattled through these. Bloody hell. Last week was about 2 and a bit hours. Today we've rattled through them. Spurs GCTV 2-0. So home win. Bristol City 2-0 leads. God, you do this to drive me insane in the membrane. Right now I've got to find Graham's going for 0-2. Dan Coy's is going 0-2. Rob Belcher's going 0-1. Johnny Bethnal Green 1-2. Tot Spurs 1-2. Tot Spurs 1-2. Mikey Romero 0-3. Brian G 1-2. Drula's now changing it to 1-3. Drula's doing it today, isn't she? Drula is my Gus Parker of the day. Drula is changing hers to 1-3. She's listened to the Leeds crowd and she's got the 1-3. Ronnie's going for 1-3. David Clark's going 1-2. Grant Packham's going 1-2. And who's else can I see there? Graham, sorry, Paul and Adrian at 1-2. Gus is 0-2. So I'm missing. Who am I missing? Chris Peters. Gus Peters. Side dancer. Potato stew. Potato stew 1-2. Okay, so I've got you potato stew. And now I'm looking for side dancer and Chris Peters. Chris Peters has gone 1-2. Okay, I found you, Chris. Chris, that doesn't mean you haven't put them in. It's just I might have missed them. Side dancer I'm now looking for. Matty Kushner. Matty, you're here. No, Matty, I'll roll them back for you because there's another person I need to roll them back for. So stay with me and I'll roll them back for you, mate. Matty Kushner, just get you in, mate. So Matty, on this one, you're going for 1-2 to Leeds. So yeah, bear with me, Matt. We're nearly finished, and then we can roll them back for you. So the only person I'm missing is Side Dancer. Have I seen Side Dancer score? No, I haven't got a score there for Side Dancer on this one. So our Side Dancer's coming at 0-2. All right. Right, the last bonus game. So this is your bonus game for Saturday. And the bonus game for Sunday, which was the original game that I'd selected that I was going to do anyway, is Bochum versus Bayern Munich. Bochum versus Bayern Munich. Sorry, can I just say I've gone for Bristol 0-0, Leeds 2. So yeah, so the last game is Bochum versus Bayern. Colin Blackshaw's coming with 0-3. Oh, Colin Blackshaw 0-3. Matty's not messing around. Matty's coming in with a 1-5. Just so people are aware, this is top versus bottom. 0-4 for Big John. So people should be getting at least a point out of this. It's just whether you can get the right score. That's what my thoughts are on this. 0-4 for Big John. 1-5 for Edem. $1-4 for David Shear. 1-4 for Drula. Not going to change your mind, Drula. It's definitely a 1-4, is it? Uh, 0-3 for Wiz and Tot Spurs. 1-5 for Cole Simpson. 0-5 for Destiny. 0-2 for Side Dancer. 0-6 for Paul G. 0 1-4 for Johnny Bethnal Green. Angeball, where are you, Angeball? Angeball's gone for. That's not Angeball. No, El Clasico, no. Gus Parker's going 1-7. Ronnie 0-4. Chris Peters 0-4. Vindaloo 0-4. Vindaloo is the first person I'm nearest to, so 0-4. Chris Peters is up here and he's gone for 0-4. And the other person was Ronnie at 0-4. Potato Stew 0-3. Alan 1-2. Alan 1-2. Okay, Alan. Lovely. 1-2. Grant 0-4. Angeball 0-5. Daniel Coy's 1-4. Rob Belcher 1-7. In a hype 1-5. Good night, David Shear. Take care, matey. I hope you're well. Bayern 1-5 for Kuva. 1-3 for Adrian. 1-3 for Adrian. 0-5 for David Clark. 1-3 for Adrian, which I think I did, didn't I? Yeah. 0-4 Mikey Romero. Right. Am I missing anyone? Anthony Herbert. Right. Ryan G did give me a score, I think. It's just I haven't got to it yet, but I'm sure he's giving me one. Si, take care. Good night, Si. Take care, matey. I am missing Ryan G, which I've probably just missed your score, mate. Ryan G and Graham. So I'll have to go back, roll back, and I'll find them. Graham is 0-5. And Ryan G. Ryan G 2-5. And I think that might be everybody's at the moment. It is everybody's at the moment. So on the roll back, I need to roll back for. So this is for Potato Stew and Matty Kushner. Right, Potato Stew and Matty Kushner. Leicester versus Nottingham Forest. So anyone that hasn't started or hasn't played yet, you are here. You are Leicester, Nottingham Forest. Yeah, Ryan, sorry, mate, I did find it. I just had to roll back because I'd missed it. Sorry, mate, but I did find it. Right, Potato Stew and Matty Kushner. Leicester versus Nottingham Forest. Take care, Kuva. Have a lovely weekend, mate. All the best to you and the children. Take care. Matty's on 1-2 for this one. 3-1 to Leicester. I just want the scores, yeah? 3-1 to Leicester. Cheers, Graham. See you later, Grant. See you at football. Right, for the same two people, so Potato and Matty again. Villa Bournemouth, please. Don't forget to hit the lights on the way out if you haven't done so already. It all helps. And 2-0 for Potato Stew. Scores just as it reads. So for the same two people again, Brentford Ipswich. Destiny, did you have a good holiday, a good week away? I did. I thought I'd asked you, but I'm not sure. I think I asked you, but if I didn't, I'm asking you again. Did you have a good week away? Matty Kushner, 0-1. 3-0. Thanks, Ed. Take care, matey. Don't forget, people, predict the Prem and FPL. If you're in them competitions, make sure you change your teams or get your scores in there as well. Same two people again. Brighton versus Wolves, please. Two all and 3-2. The next game for you guys is Man City Southampton. 4-1 for potato stew. And 3-1 for Matty. Ange, well, cheers, Jose and gang. Have a great weekend, all, and come on, you Spurs. You too, as well, Ange. Take care, my son. Be lucky. Next game for you two guys is Everton versus Fulham. Next game for you two guys is Chelsea Newcastle. Crystal Palace Tottenham for you two guys. And we've had a flip-flop again already from Gus Parker. He's gone for 1-2. Right, I need to find Gus again. Gus did this 1-2. So 2-1. Sorry, flipping it to 2-1. Okay. It was 1-7, and that's 2-1. Fair enough. I can understand the method. Vindaloo, take care, matey. Have a good weekend, son. What we got here? We got, what are we on now? Crystal Palace, Tottenham. We got 1-3 and 1-2. So 1. Right, next game for you two guys is West Ham versus Manchester United. Right, the next game for the last two, for you two, is Arsenal-Liverpool. Arsenal versus Liverpool. One, two. And Matty, what is your serious score going to be? Or do you want me to take 0.99? $0.5. Okay. Right, Matty, you're the only one for the first bonus game. Potato Stew, I've got yours now. Matty, the last game that you need to give me, mate, is Portsmouth versus Sheffield Wednesday. $0.1. Right, let me just make sure that I can save all this. Yeah, thank you very much, Alan. I've got to run as well. So, listen, people, let me just lock all that in before the madness starts and I start getting the ones after the show as well. Listen, everyone, thank you very much for coming on today and doing your predictions. It's been appreciated. And I'd like to also thank everyone in the chat for that and all your contributions. And thank you to Peter Kagayas for gifting 5 memberships and for Chris Peter for also gifting 5 memberships. I wish each and every one of you an absolutely fantastic weekend. and I hope you enjoy whatever it is that you're going to do over the weekend. But have a brilliant time, and just as you go, you've got a member chat there for Drula for 2 month member chat. So thank you, Jose. You are a G. Thank you very much, Drula. I wish every single one of you an absolutely fantastic weekend. And I've got family. I'm off now till next Thursday, and I've got family coming over and stuff. So I don't know whether the show will be on Monday or Tuesday, but just look out for the notification bell for the predictions, scores, and that'll be the show that I will start off the week with. But yeah, thank you everyone. Have a really good weekend, and as always, come on, you mighty Spurs, and in the big Ange I trust. Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye.